like James Bond Dignitas still looking for that huge win here in this season.
Well, I mean, I feel like that really describes both teams. Karmine Corp, you know, and particularly Astral. He had such high highs early in his career. Everybody talking about this is going to be the next big player in EU, but he struggled to get that big result. And then, like you said, Dignitas, everyone looking at this team, expecting the same in terms of that team effort. Dignitas, incredibly talented. We saw Jorius at the major looking like the best player in the world. But now they're going to have to prove it out on the pitch. And it's a long journey for both of these squads. And this is an elimination match. No more chances. And with how important points are in that major, every goal, every game, every series counts. And apparently Jack starting off on the right foot.
Dignitas draw first blood here. The pass out of the corner. They're able to get it to Jack, past Itachi. And yes, this an elimination match and a best of 5. We've got Karmine Corp in the blue, Dignitas in the orange. Win 3, you stay alive. Lose 3, you are done for the day. So a very important match. Every goal going to count. It's Karmine Corp. We get out of their own half. Here's Jorius sending it to the box. Itachi, soft touch, gives it back to Jorius in front of the box. The Astral's touch is very soft. Onto the backboard for Scrub Killer. Can't tuck it under the crossbars. Oh, apparently Jack runs into Astral on the goal line. And now Astral back out to midfield, looking to try and just break out of his half at this point.
And you wonder if Scrub had an angle to work with. You saw him air rolling quite a bit, opted for the backboard pass. Good goal line defense from Karmine Corp. But they're playing pretty much all defense at this point, Wave Punk, and that is not what you want. You've got such offensive players. And Jorius, the double tap, being held back by Itachi.
Stake with a long clear looking for Itachi upfield. You said it, they're playing so much defense. The defense is looking good, other than the one goal that they let in right at the very beginning. We've seen some excellent blocks from both Itachi and Astral. But now, up on offense, finally getting through that midfield line, and Jorius immediately punctures it back the other way. Here comes Dignitas once more, off the ceiling, pass to apparently Jack, 2 defenders up. Look at the block with Scrub Killer on the follow-up, sends it to the backboard. Stake launches it high, Astral with the clear, and Jorius with the read. Onto the backboard again, looking for a double tap, not gonna find it, can't quite reach the ball.
And Stake, there was an open net for a brief moment. Stake couldn't put it on target though, because it was a good play, but Stake again challenging, and we'll slot this in the lower corner. And you see Itachi, the second effort on that challenge, and then the pass into the middle. Well done from Karmine Corp.
And they tie up the game. Stake missing on the open net, but picking up the infield pass. And they'll tie it up. Astral looking for the kickoff goal. Now Itachi up into the goal again for goal number 2. Karmine Corp take a lead.
And this was a quick turnaround. You see, apparently Jack tipping that too far out of reach. Maybe he thought he had space, but Itachi jumped on him so quickly and punished him. So a slight mistake there from apparently Jack. That's going to cost Dignitas.
Here's Jorius looking to immediately tie things up, but Stake is in the way. Astral driving the breakout, not a car we see very often. Was popular in the early years of RLCS.
More often see it in the freestyle arena.
Yeah. Love seeing a bit of variety here as Jack tries to reach this, but Stake's got him pre-jumped. Now Itachi advancing to midfield with Astral. Jorius into this corner. Down to apparently Jack. Oh, to the sky up against Itachi. There's one demolition. Now looking to possibly push this back into the box behind Astral, but Stake will launch it to the midfield. Itachi's airborne quickly, puts it to the backboard, and Jorius out of goal will find the clear.
And Jorius low on boost, and he had that corner stolen from him. Can't do much here. Lobs a light shot, easily saved. Backward attack coming out.
There through Astral. Here's apparently Jack looking for the clear to the side. We're across halftime. Karmine Corp able to bounce back quickly after dropping the first goal. Apparently Jack to the sky, looking for the dribbles underneath Itachi into the corner. Going to be low on boost, but able to get one more touch off the wall to Jorius. And Stake finds second touch and a bump on his way out. Another bump as well. They're paving the way. Here's Itachi around the corner, looking for the pass to Astral. Covered up by Jorius on the retreating defense. And Stake now keeps the pressure on. Karmine Corp looking for goal number 3. Having to back off in a low tanks. Scrub Killer. We'll find a touch in midfield. And then again, out of boost, having to rely on the wave dash just to get to control, wins the challenge.
But that play from Scrubkilla is so clutch. He was out of boost, still managed to get that 50. And it's a low boost situation. Another pass to the middle. Astral has had amazing center balls.
Oh, Astral gets up in time. The breakaway goal. One defender back, and Astral's able to reach it. Hold on to their lead. Final minute. Game number 1. Here's Itachi looking for the goal. Oh, Demo on a apparently jack. And oh, look at Jorius diving across the net. Makes the stop. Itachi back across, out of boost. Has to leave the ball alone, and Jorius picks it up out of his corner. 1 goal deficit here. Can Dignitas equalize?
Oh, the long trip around the ball from Scrubkilla. And now the 1-2 that's vulnerable, and it's in. Jorius on the quick counterattack. And Dignitas looked like they were about to get scored on from Scrub positioning on that ball, but then, oh man, the pass out, the shot from the wall, and it's a tie game. Dignitas starting out hot. They then got doused, but in these final moments, finding a break, really. That was a situation where, you know, Dignitas goes from getting scored on to a quick counter. That was a mistake as well from Karmine. They really needed to get a touch on that ball. They dove in hard when they saw Scrub out of position.
Well, and that was 2 quick counterattacks in a row from Dignitas. The first one, Astral was able to get back and block, but the second one just barely, I think it was Itachi, just barely missed the clearing touch. And that quick aggression, 1-2 touches from defense to shot on net for Dignitas gets them back into this game. This clock expires. Looks like we're going to go to overtime here for game number 1 of day number 1, match number 1. How about it? Next goal wins the first game.
You know, Wavepunk, whoever loses this game is really going to think that, you know, they deserve that win. Both teams having some situations where they made some slight mistakes. This one going to be a tough one to stomach. I think Dignitas. Go ahead.
A very evenly matched so far. Scrubkilla around the corner. And now infield pass to Jorius, covered up by Stake from the outside. And there's apparently Jack taking the shot. Oh, look at Stake save your medal here to keep him playing. And Astral will find a clear, but it's straight to Jack. Oh, just over his shoulder. And now chasing it down himself, looking for the demos, but Jorius gets airborne from the corner. He's far away from the defenders. Won't get demoed just yet, but Dignitas back on offense.
And this is more what we saw at the beginning of the game. Dignitas threatening, but Astral, his passing game is so good. We saw him find 2 wonderful center balls. One of them ended up being a goal. And we've seen this before, Wavepunk. But that overcommit, we see Jorius dive in. Astral with space.
Apparently Jack will cover up the pass. Loses it to Itachi on the rebound, but Jorius able to get the final touch, clear at the entire length of the field now with more space. He takes a shot and Stake gets the block. Stake having quite the game here. 4 saves, 6 shots, back into the box, looking for the winner. Now apparently Jack to the outside for Jorius. Does a breakout work? Off to the inside. Oh, just high. Follow from Jack, though, is good. And Dignitas will take game number 1.
Oh, and that dive at the end. You saw the all-in play by Karmine Corp getting caught out. That has haunted them. Even in the goal that they allowed in to tie it up, Dignitas, they get so close. They're playing on a blade's edge, and they're barely staying on top of it. That was a close game, and for Karmine Corp, a tough loss. You even saw that last play from Itachi coming off the ceiling. It was an incredible fake, and then the shot goes wide, and then at that point, you saw the third man trying to do that calculation. Do I go in? Do I try to win this 50 and keep this ball in the Dignitas half, maybe squeeze out a goal? And then you saw the complete miss that started that counterattack for Dignitas. The few opportunities that they got on those counterattacks, they clutched it through. So Dignitas, a very difficult win in that situation. They're going to be really happy they were able to pull that out. But just mentally, a loss like that, either way, is going to do some damage.
I agree with you that I think that Karmine Corp's got a little bit of a mental game to play to get back into this game too. I do think we were saying like, oh, whoever loses this is gonna feel like they should have won it. I don't know. Karmine Corp, there were 2 things. The one was a little bit of an accuracy there, like having a few moments to score and not making it count. The other was the Dignitas counterattack. 2 of their 3 goals Dignitas was able to score breaking out of their half, first drive down, second touch after crossing the line, going into the goal. You have to have a better retreating defense here for Karmine Corp with the way that Dignitas is playing in this series. If you're able to shut them down in the midfield, make them take a few more touches before they're able to take those shots, you're going to buy yourself that time to get back. But right now, you got to be flying, and you cannot miss that first saving touch because they're taking shots right out of the gate.
And I mean, a lot of that is the responsibility of whoever finds themselves in that third man spot. If you're in that third man spot, you have to be sure, you have to be confident that if you're diving in, that you will at least get a piece of the ball and you won't lose that 50 hard back to your own corner.
For sure, yeah. Or that your first man is already rotating speedily back into the third man.
Be able to cover.
Yeah, exactly. No, but the third man roll, the critical point right now for Karmine Corp. Joreus breaks through Scrubkill. Oh, nearly finds the soft touch off of his roof. Get it over the top of Stake. Joreus putting it back down. Apparently, Jack looked for the bumps. Now Scrubkiller in the corner. Follow from Joreus onto the back. We're going to chase it down. Doesn't quite have enough boost, though, and gets covered up by the defender. Here's Scrubkiller with a little bit of space, but Stake. Astral, rather. Getting out into the front line. Finding the block. Dignitas peppering the net over and over again. Itachi tries to dive, but didn't have the boost to reach the ball. Apparently, Jack scores the first goal 2 games in a row.
And you called it, Waypunk, literally on 0. A good shot from apparently Jack. Itachi just a step too slow. I mean, even one small pad would have been enough to make that play, and we're starting to see Dignitas exert their dominance. We've seen them multiple times keep this ball in the Karmine Corp half. We've seen Stake make some good defensive stops, but overall, Karmine Corp, they're looking passive on this. And even there, 2v1 situation, if Astral loses that 50, it would have been disastrous for Karmine Corp.
I'm actually impressed he won it, too. As I was looking for more demos, there's an empty backfield here. Itachi's the last player back, and he will manage to get in front of the ball. But here's Scrubkill onto an open net again. Stake's got to reach for this. Can't quite get there. Dignitas up by 2.
And now, you know, as a spectator in this game, you can't help but ask, is this the point that the wheels fall off for Karmine Corp? It was a really rough first game. They gave up the lead in the final minute. They lost in overtime due to a dive from their third man. They're trailing by 2 now. Even in this game, they haven't really had many offensive opportunities. And for Karmine Corp, you have to stop the bleeding right now. And even in this game, there's still time, but they are fighting from their back foot. And you see Dignitas continuing to pressure tough ball after tough ball defensively for Karmine Corp.
Oh, the creativity here. Look at the pass out of the corner. Apparently, Jack makes the shot, and just a diving save from Astral keeps it from being goal number 3, but Dignitas is all over them right now. Oh, an open net, though. Astral has to take some time to recalculate his position behind the ball, and that gives Dignitas just enough space. Stake missing in the corner. A great opportunity comes and goes, and the counterattack nearly goes in on the other side. Dignitas just has their number.
I mean, did you see what Scrub did there? He gets the demo, and then almost the backflip flick on target to force the save. Dignitas getting more and more in form. Double tap ball. Scrubkilla gets blocked from Itachi. Karmine Corp, they're hanging on by the skin of their teeth, Wavepunk.
They're trying, but Dignitas is vicious. Look at the creativity in these touches is incredible to me. Scrubkilla getting blocked again by Astral, and now we see Karmine Corp looking for a counterattack, but Astral not able to find it in the corner. Stake back to Itachi, off the wall, back in front of the box. Astral to the backboard, follow-up not there. Itachi could not reach it. Now Joreus down to Scrub, covered up by Itachi at the point of contact. And now the follow-ups from Dignitas again. 1, 2, 3 to the goal. Astral looking for dribbles, slowing things down, but Joreus with a full take of boost gets bumped off the ball. Oh, cleared by Scrub on the goal line. They'll keep themselves perfect in game 2.
And even here, you see that save deflecting off the wall, forcing the defense back. Oh, that's a poor clear. And the bump, Scrubkilla ended up saving it. He got the bump on the player who was going for the save, but it ended up deflecting off his car. However, Dignitas playing creatively, playing with so much speed. Karmine Corp is trying to catch up, and it's tough. You even see Astral with 0 boost.
Stranded for a moment. In the final minute here, down by 2. They need to go quickly. Stake past 1. Joreus, though, with an answer. Astral shot wide of the goal, and Scrub sends it to the outside. Now to Joreus in the corner. Puts it high. Tachi trying to hold on to it, but apparently Jack just challenges him. The gall on this player. Scrub Killer to the outside now. Final 30 seconds. Astral needs to make quick work of this midfield, and Jorius won't let him have it. Back to the ground, looking for another challenge, looking for bumps every time from Dignitas. They're looking to the back line of Karmine.
Jorius giving up possession there. That could open up a window, however unlikely, but the 50s and the pressure, the speed of challenge from Dignitas has been wonderful. That one,
yeah.
A valiant effort, but Hail Mary attempt will come up short. Dignitas, Wavepunk, they controlled every moment of this game.
Yeah, there was a little bit like a clash of style in game 1 where I think we saw Dignitas come out on top. Here in game 2, Dignitas rinsed them from beginning to end. They had the stronger play, the creativity we're seeing from them when they're going on offense. Every time a player wins a challenge at midfield, if they've lost control of the ball, they're not looking for boost. They're not looking to go back and defend. They're looking for demos, and they're looking for just a way to stay in the cherry pick positions and be creative. Karmine Corp just doesn't have an answer for that right now.
And particularly, I think the creativity is coming from Scrub Killer. You have such threatening offensive weapons in Jorius and apparently Jack, who will just outskill you straight up. They'll put the ball right in front of your face, just far enough out of your reach to where you can do nothing but watch. But Scrub Killer, you see his creativity on the demo into the backflip flick. You saw the fake trying to get the poor touch out into the middle of the field for his teammates to take a shot. Scrub Killer, I'm loving his creativity, also his patience. He has been a great third man for Dignitas in those situations where he's had to make the intelligent challenge. But overall, everyone from Dignitas doing a really good job, especially in that game, of knowing when it's safe to dive in and keep that attack going. And already we're seeing shots come out. This game picking up right where game 2 left off.
I mean, we saw Astral find a clear straight down midfield, and what could, function just kind of like a straight down mid blast to the other side. And the Dignitas player who's looking just to trap the ball in the half, instead not only traps it in the half, but passes it directly to the second man. And who passes it right back? It's crazy plays from Dignitas. Can they close out the series, though? Up by 2. Got to win one more. Third
really
man.
Feel for Karmine Corp as well, Wavepunk. I mean, they haven't been playing too poorly. It's just that this Dignitas team has looked that good.
They have and I think the first touch efficiency for Karmine Corp has been a point of weakness that Dignitas is able to exploit. You saw there on that drive a double commit from Dignitas, kind of a flagrant one. The defender almost had the ball by the time the second man committed to the ball, and Itachi through the sky still takes 2 touches to get a shot on target, and that gives them so much time to breathe. Here again, another double commit, but Astral's going to go up for this one. Apparently, Jack actually beats him to the ball. Then the third man, and Jorius will find a clear, but the counterattacks we've been seeing from Dignitas have to do with that first touch efficiency. How good is the touch towards the goal? How much correction does it need to actually turn into a shot? And for Dignitas, it's not been much, and for Karmine Corp, it's been, a little bit. Oh no, Scrub Killer looking for goal number 2. Astral blocks him at the goal line. Now winning another challenge. Scrub versus Astral. Stay gonna look for the bumps, but Scrub just hits him with the brakes and then finds the block.
Oh, will we see a counter goal as well? Oh, apparently Jack didn't get the touch he was looking for. Maybe looking for a pre-flip, trying to time it well so he could get the flick pass out to the middle. Regardless, Scrub Killer in that situation, the nightmare situation. It's 2v1. You have to dodge the demo and make the save, and he was able to make that play. That is that third man expertise that can make or break a team and win or lose a game. And that play from Scrub Killer keeping this scoreline even.
Back in the day, James, we would have said Scrub Killer is the apparently Jack or Jorius of his team. He's the flashy frontline goal scorer. I think Scrub Killer having made peace with the fact that he's on a team with 2 excellent offenders, frontline players, is happy to. Apparently, Jack 3 games in a row is going to score the first goal.
And you look at this again. We'll take a look. Steak, you talk about that first touch. Jorius not letting him get an easy one. The pinch right off the ceiling. And this has been the case for this entire series. The speed to the ball has been heavily in favor of Dignitas. So when you've got those situations where it's a hard pinch 50 and it's bouncing down, you can be sure, almost certain, that First player there to get a clean hit is going to be Dignitas, where on the other end for Karmine Corp, they have not been able to get any clean touches because of Dignitas getting in their way. And now we see a missed shot opportunity from Stake, who had a little bit of boost in the tank. So surely you expect him to at least make contact.
Yeah, he had a little bit of boost in the tank, and he had a lot of space. He, for once, didn't have a Dignitas defender breathing down his neck right in front of him, in front of the ball there. And instead, not even making contact. That one hurts. If you're a Karmine Corp fan. Stake to the outside here. What I was saying about Scrub Killer, though, is that I think that he's settled into this being the third man, and it's unlocked his ability to be as creative as possible in one of the least flashy roles, and he's thriving there.
Oh, certainly. I mean, he's an amazing defender, and Scrub Killer also a brilliant Rocket League mind. You talk about someone who may have the most hours ever. And Scrub Killer's been playing a lot of car ball for you know, a majority of his life. So his IQ is off the charts, and you pair that with his mechanics, and he really is such an incredible defender and someone who can help unlock that next level for his teammates. When you have a player who is so smart, who can set you up with opportunities, it just makes you look that much better, and that is what Scrub Killer has done for this team.
Oh! Karmine Corp, they finally get a shot on target, but it's blocked. They're still scoreless here in a critical game 3. Karmine Corp must win to stay alive in the match and in the tournament. Satachi to the corner, able to beat the first man, drop the ball to Stake, puts the shot on target, and Jorius blocks him on the goal line. 38 seconds left. I feel like I've said that story before. And now I'll fake out to the outside. Here's apparently Jack looking to put the clinchers on the game. Stake back to Itachi. Too far ahead, and Jorius picks up control. Astral out of the corner, final 20. Just stalling him at midfield, wins challenge after challenge. The midfield from beginning to end getting dominated. Dignitas in control, final 10, up by 1, and yet I'm not even scared at this point. Astral back to Stake, looking for some last-minute heroics. Itachi puts it on target, but apparently Jack with the block. All 3 players there. It's onto the ground. Too little, too late. Dignitas sweep him.
In a heartbreaking end, you saw the opening. There was the turnover at midfield. Everyone from Karmine Corp in position to make a play on the ball. The rebound comes out. It's in the air. There's the chance. Dignitas at the mercy of the shot. And it was going in, but when the clock is 0, it can't touch the ground. Shot didn't have enough juice on it, and Dignitas survived. Back-to-back shutouts in games 2 and 3. Game 1 was a tug of war. Karmine Corp had the lead in that final minute, and they weren't able to hold on. Dignitas, this was a big win for them, a statement game. And I mean, you saw the pre-show, Wave Punk. Some members of the desk expecting Dignitas to potentially go all the way, get the double, the bracket reset win. Yeah. And if they play like this, series, they have a chance. You saw how good they were looking on their speed, the challenges, the creativity, all aspects of their game looking really, really solid in this match.
Yeah, I mean, it was a story of 3 failures, I felt like, for Karmine Corp here. I mean, it was the speed of Dignitas. They could not beat them to the ball. And then when they were able to beat them to the ball, they could not hit that first contact. The one contact they got for free, never quite good enough. And then even when it was quite good enough, the shots were just never there. They were hitting around the goal, or not making contact.
You saw the Stake opportunity where he had all that space and that boost. Defensively, Stake made some plays, but offensively, no one from Karmine Corp was able to rise to the occasion today.
Yeah, Karmine Corp, they do valiantly to make it through the group phase, but fall here at lower round 2. So we will see them again in the second regional event for Europe here for the winter split. But for now, Dignitas moving forward. We got a bunch more matches to get through today, though. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, Singularity taking on Vitality. That's thinks that's the softer match. They've got a lot to prove here. The RLCS, we'll be right back.